Hello, I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my sewing room. I'm bringing you a video today about Frugal Sews 22. Now that is a very fun challenge that is open to anybody who'd like to do it. And I'd like to just explain a little bit about what it is. It's a contest, so to speak, because there's prizes. And it was put together by two YouTube creators. One is Ruan from the Yorkshire Girl, and the other is Sam from Frugalissima. Now they started this last year in 2021, and it was called Frugal Frocks Dresses. And I participated, and I had so much fun because it was a challenge. It was different than what I'm used to thinking. And the idea is sustainable sewing. So it's not spending money on this challenge. Not spending money is the key. Here's how you do it. You pick a pattern that's free to you, and it should be free to everybody. So it's not like your neighbor gave you a pattern. Nobody else can have that. But it's like you find a free pattern online. Now, some of those are free, but you still have to print it. That's not totally free. Some of them are how to draft it, so that would be totally free. The ones I'm going to show you, you have to print, but I also found several that were just how to create the pattern instructionally, so you could put that in your search. So there you are, you find a free pattern. You use fabric that you already have in your stash. It could be unconventional, it could be like a bedspread or a tablecloth or just some large piece of clothing that you want to make something smaller out of, or you could just use fabric you already have on hand. That's it pretty much. And you want to make this garment in the month of March and have it done by March 31st. And how you let everybody know that you're in the challenge is you take a picture of your garment and post it on March 31st with the tag on Instagram. Oh my gosh, whether you do the challenge or not, go look on March 31st and just look at all the stuff that people made. It's so fun, so crazy. So I am with a bunch of other YouTube creators sharing this contest, this challenge, if you will. And last year we each did a video sharing our plan, like what patterns we were looking at, what fabrics we were looking at, and kind of just sharing our thoughts and feelings on it. And there was one video every single day in March last year. This year, so many people said they wanted to join the challenge that we have two YouTube creators posting videos every day of March. Two. So I want to introduce my partner for today. It is Naughty Gnome Crafts, and she's got a video up too. So go and take a look at her channel and see what her thoughts are. Before I share with you what I'm doing this year, I want to show you what I did last year. Last year I found this amazing pattern by So Easy, and I made this cute little dress that ended up being my Easter dress. I made this pattern over and over and over. I'm wearing one of them. I love the shape of this dress, and it did have a downloadable PDF with different sizes, so you could use your own size. And so that was a really cool experience. And of course I wanted to do it again. What's different this year is it's not limited to just dresses. So you could make pretty much anything. And I think I want to make a top. So I'm focused on that when I'm looking for patterns. But you know what I was thinking? If you like the idea of getting some free patterns, take some time to watch some of these other videos. Just hashtag Frugal Sews. Just hashtag Frugal Sews 22, and you'll see two videos a day. So there's 31 days in March. That's 31, and 31 is 62 videos with free patterns. So you could just kind of make notes and collect all these ideas and see their thoughts on why they picked those patterns and find some favorites. I've been watching, haven't seen them all, but I've been watching, and I'm getting some great ideas and saving those patterns in my pattern stash online, my files. And I recommend that if you see a pattern you like, grab it, download it, put it in your files, in your computer, because they don't last. There was one I thought of for last year that I really wanted to make, but it was a top, and we were only doing dresses. So I went to try and find that top, and it's not there anymore. So if you like something in some of these videos, download it, so you'll know you have it. Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm calling this my mystery box because I have my fabric stash of fabrics I've been buying the last couple of years, But I've been in this sewing room right around 2 years. It's my COVID project. When we were stuck at home, I made this room into my sewing room, and I was in a little closet that I loved. I loved my little sewing closet, but I decided to do this, and my husband was home, so I had his help, and we remodeled this room into my dream sewing room. And I have a video if you want to take a tour. In fact, I've got a playlist so you can see all the stuff that I put into this room. It was such a fun project. But in that transition, I didn't bring all my fabric stash to this room. I only brought the things I really loved, very few. And then I went through my fabric stash downstairs and got rid of the stuff I didn't think I'd ever want. And when I say got rid of, my son wants to get into sewing. He has all kinds of ideas, and he's actually really good at just whatever he tries. So he's got the fabric. I didn't really get rid of it. It's at his house. Bags and bags of it. But I kept some, and I put it in this bin, and I put it in the bottom of my closet, and it is a mystery. It is a total mystery. So I was kind of thinking about making this video, and I pulled out of my stash some of my favorite fabrics, and I thought, in the spirit of Frugal Sews, I want to use up fabric that I would never use. Like, why is it even in that closet? Why did I save it? Why am I saving? Why am I giving it real estate? That's what I'm calling it. If it's taking up room in this it's taking up space in this beautiful room, then it's taking up real estate that I think it needs to have a better value, then I may never use it. If I'm never going to use it, it shouldn't be in that closet. So I am going to remove this box, and I'm going to lay out, there's a few pieces left in here that I wouldn't want to use for Frugal Sews, because it's just, I've got some muslin in here and a few more home decor, so it's already kind of vetted. This is what I'm not going to use, but I'm going to show you everything that is usable for a garment right now. Are you ready? Whew, okay. So this is it. These are all things I could make a garment out of from my mystery box. I didn't know what was in there. I didn't know how big the pieces were. I don't know where I bought them, how much I paid. None of it was free. I don't know why I didn't use them. I don't know if they're even my taste anymore, but I kept them. So there they are. And I am limiting my Frugal Sews to one of these pieces of fabric. That's my plan. And then my next plan is to vet them. If there's anything in here that I'm never going to make, it's out. It doesn't deserve real estate in my stash. I love my stash. I want to make everything in there so bad. So I'm going to make some decisions here. So let's begin with some of the patterns that I found, and let's see if I can match it up with some fabric. Now, originally I was just kind of Googling free sewing patterns, and I found all kinds of stuff, tons of stuff. And I picked my 5, and I thought I'll do my video, and I picked some favorite fabrics, and I thought I need to challenge myself. This needs to be a challenge. So I went to the mystery box, and then I thought, let me really vet these patterns for you, because you know, I didn't download them. I just looked at them. So I went to all of my choices and downloaded each one of them, and wow, I'm so glad I did that, because there were problems. There were problems. There was a few that only had one size, a size 4. I don't even know what a size 4 is. I'm like, I think I'm an extra large, but on some of these patterns, I'm like a 22. So 4, there's no way I could even do anything with that. So I think my first 3 patterns were limited to a size 4, so they're out of here. So I'm just going to use my phone to tell you what I did find that I do want to choose from and that I will share. It's like actually a really cool marketing, because you can download the free pattern if you're a size 4, but if you're not, you can buy the pattern. And I'm not mad about that, because I want these pattern designers to get their money. I am all for it, but this is a challenge, and I want to work the challenge. So I may revisit some of these. Let me just show you the ones that I couldn't get my size in. This is a really cute knit with ruffled sleeves and a ruffle around the waist. I thought that was super cute. The pattern, I think it was $6, so that's not a lot, and that was kind of nice. Then this one was an A-line top. I couldn't get that one to download. So I don't know if it says it had multi-sizes. I just couldn't get it to work. So I may try to get it to work, but I'll put the link to both of these if you want to take a look at them. Then I got to this one, and it is a small, medium, and large. And based on their measurements, I think the large will fit me. I love this top. It's just a little shell. And it said, it looks like a linen or even a denim, something kind of a little stiffish. So this one would be good. And it was a really bold pattern, and this one's a really bold pattern. This one has a linen feel. So it could be a linen or a linen blend. But I was thinking of that one for this shell. Another one would be this cotton. I always wanted to use this, but I was kind of always saving it. And the reason is because I wanted it to show off a feature, which is that it has two colors. Literally on one side it's green and on the other side it's blue. So I wanted it to either have like something that rolled up or reversible. I don't know. I wanted to be able to take advantage of that. And so I ended up saving it. And I have 2 yards of this. So that could be something fun that shows both sides. So that would be good for that top. But it really would waste that green blue effect. But I love this little what do you call that, little shell. And one of the things that's cool about that is something that small with no sleeves, and I don't know if it probably has facings, but it could be a small piece of fabric that you don't have a lot of. And one of them is this one. I don't have a lot of this. I have 2 yards. Well, 2 yards is a lot, but this would be so cute. I bought this at Joann's like 2 years ago, and I feel like I just saw it in Joann's still. So that would be cute for that little shell. And this would be cute for that little shell. It's a little more drapey, but it's just a silky. I have 2 yards of that. This would be cute with that little shell. 1 yard and 23 inches. So I love the idea of something small that I can use up some of my scraps with. So those were some of my ideas for that top. If I could get it to download, which so far I have not. The next one is my favorite. It's the one I want to make the most, and I cannot get it to download. Let me show it to you. It's so cute. This is by Mood Fabrics, and if you haven't looked at their website, they have a whole section of free patterns, and they're really cool. Like it's almost like designer wannabes go on there and put all these cute ideas that they have and give you free patterns. So I could not get it to download. I do believe I was just having a problem with it, but I love this big, bold, dramatic sleeve, and it requires some type of linen. I was also thinking this denim, which is kind of a lightweight cottony denim, would be pretty for that. Or I don't think I have enough of any of these. This one maybe, but this one might be kind of cute with that green showing through on that. Since I have 2 yards, but I don't know how much this takes. 1.5 to 2 yards. So really any of these would work. I have a lot of this. What do I have with this? 2.5. So what I did is I tagged them. I made these little tags to keep track of what my fabrics are. And since they're mystery, most of my little categories are question marks, but at least I know how long they are and how wide they are. So I tagged them. And if you want to see my tags, I have a video where I show you, and a place where you can download my tag. If you want to copy it, you're welcome to have it. So that was from Mood, and there were a ton of other Mood patterns, just tons. One of the things that was cool about that last one is it calls it a no waist pattern. So it kind of goes along with the Frugal Sews theme, whereas the only really waist was the oval that cut out of the neckline, and they're like showing you can make a flower and put it on your blouse. No waste. You use a whole piece of fabric. I love that idea because I hate throwing away scraps. What if you had no scraps? That'd be pretty cool. So that's the one I really wanted to make. This is a cute linen shift, and it just looks so simple and summery. And she's sitting, so I can't see how flared out that dress is. I would like it if it was just kind of just more on the slim, but I did download it, and let me see what I wrote in my notes about it. It does say that it has multi sizes, so I downloaded it, and it was a good PDF. It had the little eyeballs, so you could take out the other sizes and just have your size. It looks to me like their largest size is going to fit me. My bust is 44, So if your bust is bigger than 44, this dress might not, or you might need to size it up. I don't really know how to do that. They also have full instructions on how to make this dress on their blog, and I want to make it out of this. If I make it, it's going to be this denim. Wouldn't that be such a fun summer dress? But some of the other fabrics I have is this stretchy navy, and I have a lot of it. I have 1.5 yards, so that would be a cute like t-shirt. I have a whole lot of this, 3 yards, and it's really pretty slinky, silky fabric. I like almost remember buying it, but I don't know. I really want to use this because it's so pretty. This I have 2 yards. I guess 2 is my number. Now 3 is my number pretty much. So this is just kind of an eggplant with a little bit of flowers. That would be a cute little, that would be cute with that linen dress if there's enough. I don't know how much that takes. This, I don't remember. I remember having it. I just don't remember buying it. But it feels to me like swimsuit fabric. And it has quite a bit of stretch, 80 to 100. So I measured the stretch on that. And this actually would make some good leggings because it's 100. That means 100% stretch this way and 100% stretch this way. And you can do that by measuring with a ruler. I have a ruler. I talk about this all the time. It's by Stitch Buzz and stitchbuzz.com, and I'll put a link to it in my, but that's how I measure. You just hold it here and pull, and you can see the percents right on here. She has one you can print on her website, but it's a piece of paper. This is a ruler. It's like worth every penny. Oh, I wanted to tell you one more thing. So I would call myself plus size, and a lot of times it's really hard to tell when the model is a very small person with a small bust. It's really hard to say what that would look like on someone like me. And so you have to kind of take that into consideration. And, you know, sometimes you have to do some adjusting to make it fit a more full-figured person. So I came across one website I just want to leave you with, because this website had, I want to say, over 200 free patterns, and it was all focused on plus size. I mean, they had a little bit of everything. So if you're looking for some free patterns, I would definitely just start there. So it's really fun to kind of push myself, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of this. And if you're new to my channel, I come back here every Friday just to talk, chat, sewing and life chat. So come back, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, thumbs up. I love all of that stuff. I also have a really fun glamper. That's a camper trailer that I've glamped up, and I have a whole playlist on that for Trailer Tuesday. And so come back. I'd love to see you again and get to know you. So what are you making? Let me know. And have you been getting some great inspiration with all the videos that are going out? Take your time. You don't have to watch them all in March. You can watch them forever. I mean, they're always going to be there, and get some free patterns. But I will say, if you like one, download it now. And I'm just super excited for March 31st to see what everybody makes. Don't forget to go see Naughty Gnome today, Naughty Gnome Crafts. She's my partner in Frugal today. And I'm really excited because I have so challenged myself. I don't know. I haven't seen these patterns, these fabrics in years. Mystery. But it was fun to kind of push myself a little bit. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good luck. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye now.